Well, guys, we have some good news. We have some bad news. I don't know which one you want to hear first. I guess we'll start off with the good news, and that is most of the cryptocurrencies are starting to recover quite nicely. And this is kind of going off of what I said yesterday, which was a lot of these cryptos are kind of dredging at the bottom now. Figure the anchor has already fallen down to the bottom, and we're just getting dragged along the sand. That's kind of how it is with a lot of these major cryptocurrencies. Like XRP hasn't really been doing much. I mean, even with the little uptick that we had, for the most part, we're not really doing anything, and I don't think there's much more room for us to head lower. As I've been saying, we've been on a steady decline, slowly lowering volume, slowly dropping the price down to a point now where we're literally getting dragged along the floor. And at some point, this has got to be enough. At some point, there is going to be enough. And we should start to recover from this nicely, back up to some solid supports. And on that notion, things like Solana are also kind of getting dragged along the bottom here. We're fighting very hard to get back above a major resistance, which at one point was a very solid support level. You can see uptrend here where we had a price ceiling. We broke finally through it, but have been consistently using this yellow band as a means of solid support. And unfortunately now we actually broke below it and are trying to regain some stability above it. You can see here, we did end up going in on a trade. We bought in thinking this would maybe start the breakout to the upside here, because as you guys remember, we're in a massive bull flag here. But you can see we're having a bit of trouble breaking through it because there's a lack of volume in the market. It's a pain in the butt. You can also see here, a lot of these cryptos just don't have the volume needed to see markets move to the upside here. That's Ethereum, Bitcoin. S&P looks okay, just opened as I'm speaking here, but lots of things to go over in today's video. We're going to be going over, like I said, XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. If any of that sounds intriguing, what's next? What's the outcome? What's the forecast? You know, should you be buying in? Should we expect a breakdown? So on and so forth. Definitely stick around to the end of today's episode. But with all of that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, yesterday we put out a video basically talking about that the wait will be worth it for crypto, and I was wrong about the opportunity to buy in and long to the upside here. We did get stopped out. We didn't lose, or I didn't lose any money, which is a good thing, but either way, I do plan on making up for it very soon, because I do believe the wait will be over almost soon. You can see here, or soon, you can see here on the current coin market cap, a lot of these cryptos are, again, we're just not seeing volume here. Only up 0.78%, 57 on the Fear and Greed Index. Across the past 24 hours, we're only at 0.7. So you can see nothing's really moving that much. We've pretty much been trending inside these channels here for quite some time. The peak, we haven't even broken through the top. We haven't broken through the bottom. So we're literally just kind of going like this, trading sideways, which gets boring for sure. But at some point, we are going to bottom and we are going to be breaking up. And I think we're going to see it nicely on XRP. I think it's drawn out in the best way on XRP with a clear, beautiful, you can see symmetrical or descending triangle formula. This is the relative strength indicator, which is very important in gauging kind of the overall sentiment. You know, the Fear and Greed Index is a similar one, but the overall strength of the market here, are we overbought? Where too many people bought in too quickly, or are we oversold where too many people bought in or sold off too quickly? So on and so forth here. But with XRP, it's appearing to look like slowly volume has died off. People are losing interest and it is becoming some sort of descending triangle here, clear as day. But problem is we've now reached the bottom and there's not much more room to go. We were very close to breaking out here, which is when we bought that opportunity on Solana, right here on Solana on Tuesday, or Monday to Tuesday when we bought in, is right around the same time. You can see here that this was happening right here, retesting this price ceiling. The goal is for us to break through it, because if we could break through this major downtrend here, that would be that opportunity to buy in and long to the upside here. And it'd be a pretty solid breakout because descending triangles typically break to the upside here. Vice versa, you can see we didn't and we've fallen, but time's almost up. There's really not much more room for this thing to move. And because of that, there should be a pretty substantial break outside of it, causing the markets to spiral upwards here. And you can see what would ideally happen in a perfect scenario would be we would swing up to retest moving average. We're undervalued. We've been trading below the moving average since January 3rd. It's been 30 days now of trending below support here, which means it's only a matter of time before we come back up to support. Whether or not we break through that resistance is another discussion, but for moderate to aggressive traders, a long position up to this resistance would be ideal when we get that confirmation on the RSI. When the RSI breaks above, that'll be the opportunity to long up to here. And that's the main focus that I'm focused on, and I will be entering the trade. If you're patient, you will be rewarded greatly. Now, obviously, we do all these trades on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange, which I forgot to update you guys earlier in today's video, but you can see here, BidFi is now offering a free way to get 100 USDT, $100 in cryptocurrency by completing a deposit and trading. It's that simple. Literally scan the QR code with your phone if you want, or you can check out the link down in the description below where you'll also be able to access the what is it called? The free cryptocurrency as well. They even have transaction volume, which they will upgrade you, to a VIP member of BidFi, which gives you some free incentives and some cheaper trading fees, so on and so forth here. So make sure to check it out down in the description below ASAP. Not only that, but for those that have already signed up that still want some incentive here, you can see there's a few other perks that come along with having a BidFi account. First and foremost, you can earn over $2,000 in free cryptocurrency by literally signing up with that link in the description, clicking welcome rewards, and completing some of these tasks here. Tons of free ways to get some pretty nutty amount of, cryptocurrency. So make sure to check that out down below. And more so, they have a demo account, which gives you $50,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills completely free. Get familiar with the platform, learn how to trade, learn how to get, how to use leverage, how to long, how to short, how to create stop losses, get familiar with the website, even if you're an advanced trader, and then you can switch on over to the live account and trade with real cryptocurrency. So make sure to check that out ASAP. But diving back in and going back into today's video on XRP, that's the main focus. As you guys know, we're in a massive bull flag, a consistent bull flag here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are on the 5th bull flag, which ends in bullish scenarios. It always ends bullish. So what we're looking for is a breach above the yellow resistance here, which will happen sooner than later. But ideally, what we're looking for is a reversal back up to this support here, and then we'll probably swing up off of that. That's the main focus that we're looking at for right now, is a reversal back up and then some here. I thought that was a mosquito. Jeez. And then to the upside here. That's what we're looking for. So aggressive trade, moderate trade up to moving average, and then a breakout through that will be conservative, which will obviously update you guys on. But moving past that, Solana and the other cryptos, I'm still bullish, very bullish on Solana. Solana has completed and has broken out of a beautiful bull flag formation here. Once we can break through this resistance, it's game on for a long to the upside here. We consolidated. Everything looks good to continue to head to the upside here. Yes, we bought in early, and it's unfortunate, but we will have another opportunity to buy back in very soon. We're trading at only 53 on the relative strength indicator. Beautiful bull flag that formed right here. What we're looking for is a breach above this ceiling for us to then long to the upside and capitalize off the run. And it really just comes down to breaking through this. Yes, here's the catch, which I didn't notice last time, but you can see it only happened one time sandwiching between this, and then we broke out. But for the most part, we were just a steady rise to the upside. So with that thought in mind, if you did buy in, or if you want to buy in and just hold, there's a good chance we could also consolidate like this, then see a pop to the upside here. It might not be as aggressive as we had originally thought. There's a chance, a very big one, we could be just doing this, which is huge and actually seems like more of the possible market movements here. Like, we'll be heading up, but it'll be a gradual run to the upside here than anything else. Same thing goes with a lot of these other cryptos. You can see there's very little volume. We're still floating at 50 on the RSI for Ethereum here. Very gradual sideways movement, but ideally to the upside nonetheless within a lot of these cryptos. And remember, very soon we have the Bitcoin halving in April, which ideally would hopefully cause markets to continue to spiral higher. I think so, and hopefully you do too. So keep your eyes peeled on that as well. You can see with Bitcoin too, not really anything that's screaming bullish. Like, I was very hyped about it before, but I'm starting to cool off now because there's a good chance we're just going to be slowly, gradually pulling up like that, which is good because it'll open up opportunities to head higher, but it's going to take a little bit longer before we actually do that, which is quite annoying, but that's kind of how life is. You just got to be a bit patient. And then the S&P, to wrap things up, starting with a red candle, huge recovery yesterday. Pretty much everything we fell by 2 days ago recovered all yesterday, which is great. But I think we just need to consolidate a bit and lower ourselves in the RSI. We're just talking about this a little bit, how we were overbought, trading literally at 75 on the RSI, extremely overbought, extremely high. And it pulled us all the way back down to 58, which is beautiful. And you can see we're practically at the same high that we were a couple of days ago, but lowered ourselves from 75 down to 65, which is awesome. And we're practically at the same price, which again is opening up doors to head up even higher at a conservative rate. So I think yet again, for the remainder of next week and continuing forward, we're going to be doing some very bullish things for the stock market too. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.